Hey, Rachelle,
Oh.
how's it going? It's like I can't stop.
Uh, yeah, and I didn't have this window open, so I was just jamming out. I was looking for some would you rather questions, and I realized, you know what? We're probably on, and I'm probably sitting here like jamming out. So I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. It's great to see you.
You
I
too.
don't know if you can tell because I have in the basement, I have like natural light coming in, and it's still like super snowy and super cold here, but the light is definitely making me feel a
Better.
little less like I'm on an apocalyptic planet. Yes. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So how are you doing?
Good. It's been a very busy week. This whole month has actually been really, really busy, and I don't know. Lots going on this weekend and next week too. But then take a little bit of a break. But I don't, it's not going to be a real legit break. Of course, it's just maybe a couple days here and there. So
Rachelle, you've got to learn how to chill out.
I
Like you
know.
have got like one thing after another, and I'm telling you what, like girl, you just got to make some space for nothing. And I'm glad I can be that voice in your ear that tells you that, and that you don't get mad
You?
at me when I say it.
Well, I wouldn't say I don't get mad at you. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
you
No,
still love me. It's all good.
I do love you. Yeah, I need that voice. Like we all need that person that says, "Hey, like seriously, like stop." And we probably don't listen. I know I don't listen very well, but I've been trying. I've been trying. So,
I am so proud of you. I think you're great, and I think your book. I meant to put it right next to me. Dang it! I'm such an idiot. No, I didn't mean to say that. I'm talking about self love. I'm not an idiot, but I'm forgetful. And I wanted to say that your book is the best read right now for spring break. So your true stories, I think, is a great read for people trying to process a lot of the emotions that we've been feeling this last year, especially with feeling like out of control. And I meant to have it
Mhm.
right next to me so I could bring it up and I'd stand up and then everybody would see how big my butt is, and I just can't have
Oh,
that. So,
get out of here. I'll hold my book up because it's over here with my big color.
yay!
There it
Okay,
is.
yes, I wanted to remind people this is a great
I'm sorry.
spring break read. Okay, you don't have to
It
read it from
is.
cover to cover, but you can enjoy a lot of great stories. And let us know. Thank you so much for joining in today, whether it's been Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're coming in. Let us know how you're doing. Are you on spring break? What the heck is your weekend look like? We want to know. All right. Oh, we got our comment coming in.
Ooh,
Oh,
is
hello.
it Facebook user?
It's
No, it's
not.
not. It's Microsoft, an MIE connected
All
family.
right.
I love
Nice.
that.
And I want to say hello to you too. And I don't want to mispronounce your name. Well, Hila, I'm not sure, but anyway, you can let us know. Thank you so much for joining in. And so
Yeah.
today we have a guest, Rachelle, that it's like we've spent last Friday with too, and
I
she's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
that
you
was
think?
last Friday. Gosh, that
It
feels like that was
was.
like a month ago.
We have such a good show
I
today, and I
know.
was so happy. Like I could not wait to get on today because we
Awesome.
have the amazing Tisha Poncio. How's it going,
Hey,
our friend?
Hello, ladies. I'm so excited
hello.
to be with you, like always. And you're right. It does seem like it's been 2 weeks since we were together, but it was just last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Melody went outside and screamed Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
So inspiring, Melody. You always inspire me. But last Friday was especially inspiring.
Yeah, that was
Really?
beautiful.
Yeah.
That is
You
hysterical.
sang for us. I mean, you came up with all kinds of creativity. You always inspire me, but I feel like last Friday you were just on point.
Wow, and I
Agreed.
wasn't even drinking. That's awesome. Thank you for that. I will take that as a compliment. Sorry, Rochelle. It's true though. It
No,
wasn't.
that's
I was
fine.
completely sober. Because usually when we do our parties, I get a little unchained, but that was a natural unchaining.
Just a
And
little
you
bit though.
are, yes, just a little bit. But yes, you are amazing and you are so much fun. And I took a look and I put this on the the thing on that's scrolling all across the screen. What do we call that? Shoot.
Ticker,
No
banner.
word.
Ticker, the ticker, the
Yes,
banner.
the
Yeah.
ticker. I checked out your Wakelet last
Oh,
night, Tisha.
uh-huh.
You are freaking amazing.
Mhm.
Well,
You
I
like
do love
do
Wakelets.
everything.
It seems like I do everything. I'm a little bit like Rachelle. I heard you tell Rachelle she needs to take a break. It's funny because one of my, professional learning family members texted me this week and said, Tisha, you're everywhere. And I was
Mhm.
like, I really am I everywhere? Do I need to take a break? So we do need people to tell us that we need to take breaks. But my Wakelet, I will tell you, Wakelet makes it easy to put all of your things together. And so I just threw it up there. I know it doesn't look like I threw it up there, but the truth is I did. It was very easy to make it look cool. Yeah. So I try to give a little bit, I do a little writing. I'm not like Rachelle by any means, but I do a little bit of blogging and like to showcase that. But I always like to showcase what my teachers are doing or what my students are doing and, share my social media.
Yeah, I'm going to try to put that link. So it's Wakelet
.com / at Tisha Poncio.
Okay, at Tisha. Okay. Sorry, I just think that everybody should check this out. I am so impressed. And like, I wish that I was a corporation that could hire you. I would hire both of you because you are amazing girl bosses. Okay. And it's still Women's History Month. And I am here with 3 of us. We are all making history. And it's just,
I love being with you guys because I feel like we have the same hair color scheme going and it just makes me feel real empowered today.
It's like, are we millennials? Are we zennials? What are we? We're like in that generation.
My hairstylist asked, but like Rachelle has her side part. You have the 90s. I think it was, they said the 90s was no part, right?
Oh.
I don't know, but mine
is a side part.
Mine's a zigzag, kind of in the middle, but kind of on the side. And the zigzag, I think, was 2000s, maybe. I saw TikTok on it.
I don't know what mine was. I was blonde in the 90s.
Oh.
And in the early 2000s.
Blonde.
What?
She's a natural blonde. I can't even believe she said it like in public, but I didn't believe her until she sent me pictures. Seriously.
I need pictures. Yeah, I need pictures. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I was like, did I post something? And then
she sent me pictures. I was like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's all right. So
yeah. I know when you talked about like the TikTok, like I'm not giving up my skinny jeans. It took me like 3 years just to like actually try them on.
Right.
I'm not getting rid of them.
Well, the thing is, what I've learned is, especially at my age, like you just be who you are, right? Who cares what the trends say? Mm-hmm. Wear what you like, do what you like with your hair. Just be yourself, right?
Yes.
Yep. That's what I got for y'all.
I agree. I'm not going to be anybody that I'm not.
I keep looking at my, with one of my subscription boxes, it's paper box. So you get like personalized. And I didn't even know this. This is totally sidetracked kind of like indirectly. Well, the reason I mention it is because like you have the every day of the month. So that's why I've been posting in the Thrive community. Like today is make up your own holiday day. And so that's why I was like, why make up your own holiday? But in this box, you get personalized stationery, notepads, Post-it notes, whatever. And then there's also greeting cards. And I didn't realize because somebody had asked me if I had an extra birthday card. So I grabbed the one out of the box and I handed it to them and they go, yeah, but your name's on it. And I said, what are you talking about? But inside all of the cards that you get, your name is actually printed inside of all of them. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like you get stickers and everything. It just has your name on it, which is nice because it actually says Rachelle, not Rachel. But I got a lot of paper now. I got a lot of paper.
So cool.
But it's fun to have that every day. What are we celebrating? So.
Okay, but Mel's ready for us to all come up with our own holiday, right?
I am. You know me. You know me. That I'm thinking of my own holiday right now. Yes.
I could think of a couple for you.
I don't even want to know. You sassy. You're probably pulling things out from your sassy box too. Your subscription, your sassy subscription.
I probably should not out of that one.
Okay, that's a good holiday right there. The sassy. We can be sassy. It's sassy day. What are your holidays?
Self.
Yeah.
My holiday, one of them is going to be sleeping in day, where legitimately nobody bothers me and I just can stay in bed all day.
Totally
sleeping in day is totally rad.
Yes. Doesn't happen very often, so I definitely need a holiday to commemorate that. So my family and my husband will observe that holiday.
Yes, and then you need to turn your phone off because people will call you. They will not let you rest. That's what I've learned in life. Oh my goodness.
What?
Yes, I love that. What else? Oh, I just got a cookie. My kids delivered a cookie. We've been learning about algorithms today and
I have
coding.
a question, Mel. I have a
Nice.
question for you. I feel
Yeah.
like you're whenever we get on these calls at 5 o'clock, it's like your kids. They know their cue, and so they're like bringing you things. They're walking by dressed up in attire. Do you train them for this?
No, I don't. In fact, I'm like, be quiet. Like, my husband's working upstairs, so he sends them down here because he's usually on some call. And I'm like, just be quiet, read a book, do like something. But no, they do bring me wine sometimes when we're doing our holiday shows. Is that Rochelle? I'm sorry. Like I'm always saying the wrong thing. They do.
You could
Is
say
that terrible
wine.
that
You
they
could
do
say
that?
whiskey. Who was it last week? Was it Tatul talking about having the booze delivered or something? I mean, it's like I don't live in a cave. It's all good. But
Yeah,
that's so funny.
they
I
know
did
their
think of a
mom.
holiday. I thought of a holiday.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what you call it though, but on the holiday, what you would have to do is you would have to wear at least 5 items of like the worst trends in fashion style, anything. Like just I don't know what.
I really
So,
like that idea. I know that seems like I wouldn't. I talk about being an Enneagram 1 a lot of times, so we're rule followers, really like everything to match, right? Color coordination. But I like that idea. It goes along with something I did for my birthday. One year, my husband and I, pre-COVID, we got all of our friends together, couples, and we all met at this thrift store, okay? And we had to buy our significant other clothing, okay? We had a set amount of time. So I think it was like 30 minutes. You go in and here is your dollar amount. So I think we could spend $25. And whatever they bought for us, we had to wear to dinner right after. So we all load up and put on our attire. We go to Cheesecake Factory. We walk in. I mean, there's like 8 to 10 of us, and we have to have dinner in our attire. I'll have to send you guys
that's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
You find a picture, post it under the comment of this, so like we can all see.
I will.
Or tag us too.
I will. I dressed my husband, unintentionally dressed him as a boy band member. So you'll see that. I don't know how it happened. And some couples didn't actually, it's really like a trust activity, right? Because you're giving your clothing sizes to your spouse or your boyfriend or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, am I going to hit the mark? Is it actually going to fit? I'm not kidding you. My dress was so tiny. I was like, well, at least he thinks I'm really skinny, but I couldn't button it up. So I had to like clip it together. Thankfully the shirt was a little larger. I don't know. Weird hats going on. I don't even know why he thought I would want to wear a hat. He got me a hat with a flower and a net. It was not good. It was not a good look for me.
That would be awesome
Maybe that's
to see, though.
Sense of his, maybe it's some sense of sexiness to him, like to have
Maybe.
that netting over your face.
But I have this idea now. Once we're all together again at an ed tech conference or something, we need to do this activity together and like go out to dinner one night like that. We'll just pair up, partner up.
Yeah.
Or draw names, or we can just draw names. And it is trust because you have to put your size on it. Like you can draw names and put your size on it.
Yes.
So I got to get smaller because I don't want to be everybody knowing my size. So
Right?
yeah, you're giving me some time. I like
motivation for us to get into our size that we want.
Right. After I eat this delicious cookie that my kids made me. For sure. Okay. I wanted to ask both of you a question. And I didn't even make a little thing of it, but I love being on with both of you. You give me a lot of positive energy, and this is fun. And I know that like both of you are able to handle questions on the spot. So I'm just curious, like when we think about, because we just came up on the year, like, and all of my Facebook memories, I'm seeing like, I was like, first I was happy, then I was in complete denial. Like this week of the COVID that started last week or last year, like all of my posts are in complete denial and sadness and everything. But when you think about this last year, what are some of the things that that you loved, that you're so glad that you have made a part of your life? And even when we can go everywhere we want to, like what are the things that you're going to keep? And it can be professional, it can be personal. I just want to put you on the spot and ask these things.
Okay, well, who's going
And anybody
first?
that's
All right,
watching.
Tisha.
Okay. You guys can do
No,
that to me
I'm
because I'm a
just
guest,
kidding.
right? Well, I think
No.
that
Yes.
I've been meditating. So that wasn't something that I did pre-COVID. I kind of let myself get wrapped up in the busyness of life and like how society, rewards busyness. But I do a lot
Yeah.
more meditating. I sit in a hammock and like am still, which is a big deal. No work. I don't take my laptop. I think that's the thing I will keep. Also, we've really implemented these family days or weekends where we go out hiking together. So we pick an activity, and I always think of the movie Up, where she says adventure is out there, right? So I started telling my kids that we get in the car and I'd be like, we're just going somewhere. I don't know where we're going. I don't have a plan. At first they didn't like that, but now they are all about that. So we do all kinds of crazy things outside. I don't really do a lot of shopping anymore, so that's good. And then professionally, I want to say that I thought I had a big professional learning network before. But my PLN grew exponentially over the last year. I was able to meet people globally that I didn't even know before. Getting on webinars like this, or all of these Zoom calls, these video calls, I feel like really helped me connect. And then, of course, Clubhouse, which Mel's not on yet. I don't see you on. You may be on.
I'm on. I've been on since December. I just am not active.
That's so bizarre to me though. Like, I feel like you would be like running the fun rooms. Where are you?
Okay.
Yeah, she would be. She'd be doing a would you rather room. Although somebody has done that before, and it's pretty funny, like would you rather in Clubhouse.
Social media is so much like Clubhouse is. I feel like, when is it too much? And that's something that I'm dealing with Clubhouse. Like, I do so much on social. Like, number one, I don't want to I feel like I've already oversaturated myself. Like, who needs to see Melody McAllister anymore? And also, there just comes a point. Stop. And then there comes a limit, like what I can, like how I have 5 kids. Yeah. When am I going to do all this stuff? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm doing stuff on social more than I need to be doing. So that's where I am. But I am on there, and I will eventually get there. And I know that you guys both love it. And I'm excited for you.
Well, I get it. It's very time consuming, right, Rachelle? I mean, honestly, I was in the rooms listening, and now suddenly I feel like my calendar is like Clubhouse. Yep. I'm like, I don't think I can make this one. I'm really sorry. And that's the other thing I'm trying to learn how to do post COVID is not apologize so much, right? Setting up boundaries and saying I'm just not going to make it. So, yeah. What about you, Rachelle?
What was the question?
Okay. Stop it. Are you serious?
Partially. I mean, we started talking about Clubhouse, and then I heard a noise, and I don't know. Yeah, and then I freeze on the screen. I
can still hear you. You'll come back to us.
And then my head just like looks around, whatever.
It's like a TikTok.
It is, which I did actually get on TikTok last year, but I didn't know I'm not making videos. I was just watching a bunch of like animal videos. And then I lost like 3 hours one night, and I'm like, yeah, I need to stop this. So I picked up Netflix after never having watched Netflix. I'm actually talking about things that are not work right now.
Yeah.
Getting out and walking more. I did that. But you're right, Tisha, like meeting a lot of other people and connecting with more people, because like we weren't in person. And so we are on all of those Zoom calls and whatever forums for conferences, and even sometimes not even with the video. Like last night I was on talking about artificial intelligence, and it was myself and Nancy Blair Black and Brad Wade, and Noah Daniels was facilitating it, and Jay and Pav were doing the sound and stuff. And that was neat. Although every time I have that, because it was on Zencastr, I'm thankful to have the voices, just like with Clubhouse. Right. I need a nap. But to not be able to see people, and this is almost embarrassing to say, but I'll say it anyway. So my setup here, I have I don't have it here now, but this little, and my iPad sits there. So when I'm on Clubhouse, like it's here, headsets in, and I'm looking things up, I'm taking notes. And I'm so used to, when you're one of the speakers, and you're like clapping and so forth. So in Zencaster last night, when anybody would talk, I kept reaching for my computer because I wanted to clap on the thing. And I'm like, that's
Right.
not what it is. Like, I
Not
wanted
a
to show appreciation, but I don't know. I was just trying to do some things that weren't work, but it was a lot more work this past year. But I tried some different tools, different methods, whatever. I got rid of a lot of things that I clearly didn't need to be doing. I picked up some subscription boxes. A little bit of a habit there. Yeah. I got
some. She's texting me all the time, like, this is my sassy subscription box. This is my. I'm like,
sassy.
And she sometimes sends me things from it, so I do appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You just made me think of something, Rachelle. I'm sorry to interrupt you. What are things you won't be bringing back? I'm just going to put that question out for everybody.
You just made me think of a song I almost started singing, but I'm not singing now.
You should sing.
Definitely not. Yeah. Definitely not. What won't I be bringing back to where? To
life. Like, I don't know how normal it's going to be at this point. I'm just thinking like the mask might be something that we have to do for quite a while to keep our, and you know what? We haven't even been sick this year. So I don't think that, wearing a mask is bad at all if it protects us. Right. And, but what are the things that you won't be bringing back? You just said, Rachelle, like there are things you're like, I'm done with that, so I know I put you on the spot again, and she still loves me every time I do this to her. But, but that's a good question.
I mean, just even if I think of teaching, there were so many, and not that there's anything wrong with them, but activities in the book or papers or worksheets or just whatever that I used before from all of the years. And now I got away from it because I realized that everybody looks up the answers online. And so now I have to come up with things, and it makes it a lot more difficult to do, to teach the Spanish. But, so I'm not bringing back all of the things that I thought that I needed, like that I needed to have a project for every chapter. I needed to have, I don't know, just any number of things over the years, like even some worksheets and activities that I've done that I've really liked, but then there's just not enough time. Do I need to spend 6 weeks on a chapter? Probably not, because I mean, how many students are going to go and talk about, like, I don't know, car parts? Like there was a chapter years ago about car parts and things, which is essential if you're traveling and you have a problem, but to spend 6 weeks on it, I don't know that that's necessarily a relevant thing. So it forced me to really look at the time and the pacing and what matters. Do I want students to have the exposure to the language and be able to, recognize it and have the conversations and then cover more with some culture in it, or all vocab, all verbs all the time, and that's it? Definitely not.
Right. I love that. I love your honesty.
That was good.
Got some honesty today.
It's good to hear it from you. Yeah. What about you, Tisha? What are some things you won't be bringing back?
Oh, well, I'm trying to think. What will I not bring? I guess for me, I won't be bringing back the idea that all learning has to happen in person. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I know it seems like, I don't feel like it's obvious to everybody, though. I was on a call with my son's teacher today, and my son has been virtual. Both my son and daughter have been virtual for the entire year. Well, of course, in Texas, we've been back face-to-face since August, and so my kids are in the low percentage of kids staying home with obvious reasons. I've mentioned Jace's, childhood cancer survivor. And but I was talking to his teacher, and she said something that resonated with me today. And she said, I have to stop listening to the people who say that the students who are online are behind, because she said, I'm not seeing that with this group of kids. And I agree with her. My child, both of them actually, they have learned in the last year how to have conversations like we're having right now, being intentional about what they're saying, being intentional about the questions they're asking. They've learned how to collaborate and communicate with peers, whether it's on Zoom, on their phone, on Xbox. They are learning how to time manage and project manage and set alarms for when they need to be on these calls. And then, I mean, just the growth that I've seen in both of my kids, truly. And I know this isn't the case for everybody, but I hate to cancel out kids like mine who are successful and learning lifetime skills. I
Mhm.
mean, I have no hesitation that my two kids, my youngest kids, are going to go out and do incredible things. And I think this year has served them. And I don't know that everybody will agree with that. And I'm okay with that. You guys know, I talk about Rachelle being honest. Like I get a lot of pushback for being super innovative and not thinking about things like the norm. But I'm not
Right.
bringing back rows in my classroom. I'm not bringing back the fact that my kids have to sit in a desk to learn something, because I just don't think that's true. And I think this year has taught us that. It's taught me that as a mom, right? Like I'm not a helicopter parent by any means. That's the truth. You have teacher kids that are, I see this in the classroom, right? The teacher kids that are like rule followers, because they know if they do anything wrong, they're going to go home and their teacher parent is going to kill them. Or you have, I've had the teacher kids who come in and think they can do whatever they want because the teachers get home and are too tired to even make them listen. But, I just think that this year has, if we look at it in a different perspective, I really think that's the key. We have to look at things in a different perspective. We have to step outside of our boxes. We have to trust that there are people who are being super innovative, doing great things. And maybe, just talking to people who aren't in our bubble, which again goes back to what I said, right? I've learned so much about these people. I didn't even get to talk to you guys last year. I mean, this year has brought me you two, right?
Yeah.
And so many, my list of 2020, 2021 people is so long. And I don't want to go back to how it was. Like, I want all of you to stay in my life. So that's the other thing. I want to see you and come visit you. Maybe not in Alaska, Mel. I'm real sorry. It's real cold there.
I'll probably come back to Texas. But I want to tell both of you you're stuck with me. So I'm glad you're okay with it for right now, because you're stuck.
Yes.
I kind of figured.
I want to, there are moms that are also teacher moms, and I don't want to say their names or whatever, because they didn't tell me this so that I would broadcast it to the world. But I feel like they're speaking for a lot of parents out there, but their kids are doing so much better at home. They are able to support their kids. You, just like you said, Tisha, that's not the case for every single student, but for those that it works, it works. There are some kids out there that have been so heavily medicated just to please the school system, but at home they can learn the way that they were designed to learn without medication, and their parents are like thrilled watching their children be themselves, not a zombie, eat. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of wins for what we're not bringing back, and I think that this should be, and hopefully at least for the next couple of years as we still recover from this pandemic, whatever is going to bring, I don't know. I'm not a future person, I'm not whatever. I don't even have words, but there are things that this is definitely a good part. I love that. Virtual learning has worked for a lot of families, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So can you believe we've been talking for almost 29 minutes?
No.
What? And we haven't even played our Would You Rather.
I'm ready.
Time.
I love Would You Rather.
We're out of time.
Oh my gosh.
No!
It's done.
We're not out of time. I feel like we can talk for an hour if you guys want to. I'm okay. Like, I'll clear my schedule for both of you. Like, let's play. Or we could play Truth or Lies if you don't want to play Would You Rather.
I have some questions. I'll get you a couple questions. All right. Would you rather? Oh my gosh, this is weird. Actually, some of these are the same ones that we asked. I forget if it was Claudio at that time or Chichol. But anyway, here's the first one. Would you rather be super strong or super fast?
Oh. This is a hard one.
I feel like I could be skinny doing both of them. So
I know. Mel, I had the same thought. I'm like, okay, super fast because I'm never gonna stop moving. I'm already kind of fast, kind of. But I also want to be strong.
Yeah. I'm gonna go strong.
I'm gonna go super fast.
Okay.
I'm going to say I want stretchy arms.
I just want to get more things done, Rachelle. So I don't know if that's like the best answer, but if I go really fast,
True.
then maybe I can check all the things off of my to-do list.
Yeah, you're probably on to something with that one.
And I'm so slow. See, and I'm like, F those lists. This is what I need to get done today so I can go to sleep. That's it. That's how I go to sleep at night. Seriously, y'all. That's how I do it. And I'm slow. I'm mentally strong, though. I can handle it.
Yes, you can. Okay.
Yeah, I would rather be mentally strong. I agree with you.
That's not an option. Not an option.
Neither was stretchy arms, but I'm going for it.
Nope. Sure wasn't. It was strength, speed, not stretchy arms, not mental strength.
Yeah, speed.
All right. Would you rather it rain marshmallows or Skittles?
Skittles. Easy. Skittles.
That might actually hurt.
I'm okay with it.
Like,
I'm thinking about the variety of what I'm eating. Like I'm eating them. I would have an umbrella.
Marshmallows are fat-free.
I know, but you would get tired of that taste. It's just one flavor. You see Skittles.
You would get tired of Skittles. No. You would get tired of walking around getting hit. Your eyeballs. Just think about what would protect your eyeballs.
Yeah.
I would wear a hat and I would have an umbrella. She didn't say I couldn't have an umbrella or a hat.
Okay, you can't have anything on when you walk out. No, I'm kidding. All right. Would you rather become 5 years older or 2 years younger?
2 years younger.
Yep.
I mean, at the age I am now, I don't want to fast forward anymore years.
Nope.
2 years younger.
Yeah. Yep. 2 years younger. Okay. I just lost it. Okay, next one. Cookies or cake? Would you rather have cookies or cake?
Cookies.
Are you trying to kill me?
Sorry. Where's Desmond? We're talking about food.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Bacon.
Well, I say cookies because I don't know, Mel, how you're going to feel about what I'm about to tell you, but I do not like icing on a cake.
Oh my gosh. Icing is
I'm
like
not a big fan either.
I can't do it. So
it is or it isn't.
Mm-mm.
I don't like icing either.
Okay. This must be why we're friends.
Yeah.
Rachelle, are you an icing person?
Yeah. Love
this is why she can be our friend, because we just scrape the icing onto her plate.
Yes. Like not chocolate. Like I don't really like chocolate icing, but like yellow cake, buttercream icing.
Oh. See, but cookies for me, I like cookies. I honestly psych myself out. I like the mini chocolate chip cookies because I feel like I'm not eating that much. But really, I just keep going back for more mini cookies. But I like those because I like to do hot chocolate or coffee or tea,
Yeah.
God, I'm going to go stuff my face after this. Thank you so much.
Make cookies.
I'll change from
this
food.
Is not a part of my diet.
I'll ask you a couple more. These are tough. Okay, ready? Question number 1, but 5. Would you rather live 1 1,000-year life or live 10 100-year lives?
10 100-year lives.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like you could die and be born again.
Yeah. 10 times. 100. That's a lot.
Wow.
Although neither is an option because this one gives you choice of neither.
I would have to say equal, like if we could remember, if we had to go through 10 100-year lives and had to remember everything, I feel like that would be more painful than, I don't know. But then you could have youth again and be beautiful for a little while.
Right.
Or you could be really old for like most of your life. See how vain I am?
True.
I'd rather have cake is all I'm saying.
Well, see, if you have 10 100-year lives, I mean, imagine all of the celebrations and cake and cookies you will have.
Yeah. Well, even with 1,000-year lives.
I know, but you're old, and is your memory even gonna work? Are you even gonna know what you're eating?
Sure, like I feel like that has to be part of the package. Like you have to. I don't know.
I'm just imagining you signing the contract, making sure that line is in there.
You took
Yes, for
that like
sure.
to a whole new level on that one. Like you really put thought into analyzing.
Yes. Well, it was just, I don't know, like now that I'm 40, I think one day I woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it was nothing to turn 40. It was nothing. It was like the blink of an eye. I'm going to blink my eyes
Yeah.
again and hopefully I'll be 80. Like hopefully I'll make it to 80, you know? And it really freaked me out. And now I know why people have midlife crisis because you're like, WTF? How did this happen?
Yes. All day, every day. I mean, truly,
Yep.
all day, every day.
It just, flies. Like, I mean, I don't know. Just goes.
To think about
Okay.
your own mortality, I'm just going to say is freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I don't want to be sad. So let me find another question. Oh, that's a weird one. I'm not even asking that one. It's just very
You
weird.
should, because I like weird questions.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, you'd be like, seriously, that's a weird question. I'd be like, I told you. Here's a good one. Would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or the lead in a box office bomb?
Oh.
I want to be the lead in a box office bomb.
I
sure.
think I do too. Yeah, I want to be the lead.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be.
I'd be okay
what
with
I
the
would do
criticism.
too.
It would put me
Yeah.
in some circles of
Yes.
people that I would want to meet. So, yeah.
Yes. What do they say? Like, there's no such thing as bad press.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see. Last one. I'm going to ask you. You ready? Oh, never mind. It was about food. I'm going to change it. Would you rather oversleep every day for a week or not get any sleep at all for 4 days?
I got to oversleep. You
Yeah.
guys, I can't function with no sleep. I've tried that before.
Oh,
It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'd rather oversleep. I mean, I have lived a life of not sleeping with every child I've had for months on end. Like, I'm over that.
Okay, I have a would you rather question for both of you, and then I'm going to tell you a funny story since maybe we have time. I don't actually know what our time frame is.
We've already blown our time.
But I think you have time for this story. Okay. Okay. Would you rather be front row? Okay. Would you rather be at a New Kids on the Block concert and they're singing to you and calling out your name? Or would you rather have backstage passes and get to be with them in an elevator alone? I knew Melody would like this question. We'll see what she says.
That's freaking hard. But also, like, I don't want my husband, he might watch this.
What could I just pick neither? Like, is neither an option?
Yes, neither is an option. Neither's an option, and that's okay. But what I'm going to tell you is that I don't get to talk about the story very often, but for some reason this week I've told the story like 3 times, and I ended up in the elevator, Mel, with the entire New Kids on the Block group alone in the elevator. I'm not kidding. I'll have to also add a picture of my choice board because I made a choice board in like 2005 and it says in the middle, Tisha will meet New Kids on the Block. And I was like, this is a great goal. Let's see if these vision boards actually work. Let's see, you know, I was like trying to test out the power. And in 2013, the day before Jace was diagnosed with leukemia, I bought 1 concert ticket for myself to go see New Kids on the Block, front row, Boys to Men. Like, I don't know if that was the same concert, but anyway, I'm on the front row. And then I won tickets the next night to Oklahoma City. And it was a backstage pass with the ticket. Okay. So I take my kindergarten teacher friend with me. And I'm like, she's never been to a concert ever. It's our 13-year-old child's dream. Right. So, we go backstage and the deal was I was only supposed to meet one of the New Kids on the Block, Danny. So when we got back there, I said, hey, I won this like at the last minute and I don't have tickets to your after party. So is there any chance that we could go to your after party with you? So my friend is not breathing beside me because she's like, what are you doing? But you only live once, right? So I was going to ask. The worst he could say is no. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, it's our after party. So yeah, I'll send the bodyguard over here to tell you what you need to do. And I was like, okay, she's still not breathing. So the bodyguard
God.
tells me what to do. Like, you take this hallway, you take a left, blah, blah, blah. You go to the elevator. You are going to go to floor 7. I don't know. I can't remember all the details. And this is where things get a little crazy because I'm like, all right, I got that. Yes, I can remember everything you just said. No, I have no idea what he said. So I gather up our things and we start walking down the hall, and I took a wrong turn. So I have to backtrack. And as I'm backtracking, I look to my right and I see the entire group walking towards us. And I'm like, come on, we have to go now. So I take a left and I'm like, walk fast. She's still not talking or breathing, right? So I'm like, walk fast. We have to get to the elevator. I'm not sure I'm prepared for if we are in the same space as them because I didn't think this was really going to happen. So I get to the elevator and I'm like, okay, we made it. Oh, finally. I forget to push the button. Okay. So we are standing there for what seems like years, but it's just a couple of moments. And I forgot to press the button. So I finally realized, oh my God, I didn't press the button, and I can hear them coming closer, right? And now they've turned the corner to the elevator, and I'm like pressing it so hard because I'm not prepared for what's happened. So it opens, the door opens, and my friend and I get in, and I'm like, okay, what floor was it? What floor? Okay, 7. So I press 7, and then like it's closing, and I'm like, oh, okay, we made it. And it was just like in the movies. The minute that the elevator was about to close, the bodyguard's hand came in and said, we're going up with you. And so there we were in the elevator with all 5 new kids on the block and their bodyguard.
Oh my God.
And they escorted us to their after party. And so there was like a line of 250 40-year-old women, right? Screaming. Anyway,
That's
isn't that a crazy story?
Yeah. That is
super
awesome,
crazy.
though.
So vision boards.
Man, you're an awesome friend.
Yeah. It was a really cool moment, honestly. So that was a good story to end on. A good feel good story. Maybe inspires you to do a vision board if you haven't for 2021.
Yeah.
May you get stuck in an elevator with new kids on the block, people. Put it on your vision board.
I'm gonna put you guys on my vision board. Maybe we can do like your faces on a vision board and Hawaii in the background so that we can all be there together.
Or Vegas. Vegas is a little bit cheaper. I'm ready to go to Vegas. We can also hopefully see Boys to Men. I've seen them, in Vegas. And I would love to be stuck in an elevator with them. I'm gonna put that on my vision board.
Mel threw me a rose at their concert, and I was on the big jumbotron. I don't know how this. I don't know. I just am always like at the right place at the right time, but they're incredible. So are you. You both are incredible. I love you both.
Love you.
I love you. I love you both. Yes. Thank you to everybody who's been joining in. Thank you, Tisha, for joining us today. Every time you come on, it's hysterical and wonderful. Yep. And we'll be on next Monday. So this coming Monday is our last live, and then we're going to take the following Friday and Monday off for the Easter holiday. Good. So we hope that you'll join us again. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.